Now at 5:30, a breaking news alert out of Jessamine County this morning. A fire damaged a home in Nicholasville. We'll have the latest on this. Also, the grandfather of a Kentucky teenager who allegedly went on a multi-state crime spree is now speaking out about all of this. And a new grocery store will open up early this morning with a special guest to cut the ribbon at the opening ceremony.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning to you and welcome in. I'm Rebecca Smith. Bill has the day off. It is Thursday. We have enjoyed, of course, comfortable temperatures all week long. Has not at all felt really like winter. But what's typically seen in January, snow, could arrive in time for the weekend. And with more on the potential, let's go out to Micah Harris.
Yeah, and look, there is potential, but this isn't some whopping snowstorm that's going to come flying through here. It's nothing like that. I think we'll start off with rain Friday, then it'll switch over to snow Friday night into Saturday. So not a significant storm, but still some flakes could be flying, and that's always exciting, especially since we haven't seen accumulating snow here in Lexington since November. It's been a while. 31 degrees there in Frankfort, 30 degrees in Corbin. The only way I can put this winter is wimpy. It's been a wimpy winter, right? 42 by the afternoon, and it looks like it's going to stay right around average again today. And it looks like a sun and cloud mix. Now, going toward Friday and Saturday, like I said, nothing significant. But could we be seeing some snow? Yes. Where? Well, I'll show you that and how much you can expect coming up.
Well, we begin this morning with a breaking news alert in Jessamine County. Several crews are on the scene of a house fire on Edgewood Drive that's near Shunpike. WKYT's Mark Barber is live from the scene with the very latest. Good morning to you, Mark.
Good morning, Rebecca. Firefighters are out here on the street, but there are a number of firefighters also in the apartment building over my shoulder here. They're going through that building. They're working to put out the hot spots that are continuing to flare up. Now, fire crews say that the fire displaced several families. Some of them have small children out of their homes early this morning. Now, we're told that the 6 apartments here have been evacuated, and the Red Cross has found housing for those displaced families while crews are investigating this fire. Now, the fire chief believes the fire started around 3:30 this morning in the laundry room of one of the apartments here. We're told someone in another unit called it in after they smelled smoke. Fire crews say by the time they got here, the fire had jumped into a bathroom and a hallway. We're told a man and a woman were both sleeping in the apartment while the fire was spreading. Fortunately, they weren't hurt. The fire chief says the man has been checked out by medical crews, and while he doesn't need to go to the hospital, we're told he is waiting in an ambulance to stay warm. Now, these freezing cold temperatures are also causing problems on the ground. We spoke with police here, and they say that city workers have been out here. They've taken a look at the slick roads that you are now looking at. Of course, this is some of the runoff from the fires that has been put to douse this fire here. And we've been slipping ourselves as we've been walking around. This is turning into ice very quickly. So those city crews are checking to see if they need to put salt down out here. Now, as for the fire investigation, the fire chief here says that it will probably take several hours to figure out what exactly caused this fire. But he says at this point, they do believe it is accidental. Live in Nicholasville, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Quite a mess out there. Thanks so much, Mark. Also in Nicholasville, police are investigating a robbery at a hotel. This happened at the Home Place Inn on Imperial Way around 1:30 this morning. Police tell us a man with a bandana over his face and wearing a hoodie held up a clerk there. He was armed with a gun, stole cash from the register, and ran off. No one was hurt. Police say they are hoping to look through surveillance footage later today to try and find out more clues about who's responsible. Well, it was a close call at a Lexington business. Employees say 2 people may have intended to rob it. Last night, an employee noticed 2 people walk into the Advance Auto Parts store on Versailles Road with bandanas over their faces. But the employee says those people didn't see anyone inside and walked in and then out of a back door. Nothing was taken and no arrests were made. The same store was robbed last week. The grandfather of a Kentucky teenager says the girl was in a bad situation before she allegedly went on a crime spree with her 18-year-old boyfriend. 13-year-old Cheyenne Phillips and Dalton Hayes were found last weekend in Florida. The 2 are from Grayson County. Cheyenne's mother, Sherry Peters, has been arrested on a custodial interference charge. Peters lost custody and visitation rights of Cheyenne years ago, but the 2 had recently been seeing each other. Police say the mom went to Cheyenne's home on January 3rd and picked her up. That's the same day she was reported missing.
I know for a fact Cheyenne has texted her and called her all hours of the morning somewhere in Grayson County. I mean, the girl runs and does as she pleases, and that's not right.
Well, Peters has been convicted of drug charges and domestic violence in the past, but her family is standing by her. They say she's been wrongly blamed for what happened over the last few weeks. A Woodford County mother's 6-year-old daughter was left paralyzed by a crash that happened months ago. She says this is why young children should never ride in the front seat of a car. Rachel Nadell and her daughter Michelle were in the car wreck on the way to school last October. Nadell is now raising awareness and advocating for child seat safety and has set up a GoFundMe account. The money will go to buy a wheelchair-accessible van for Michelle. It's now been 2 years since a deadly mass shooting at an elementary school in Connecticut that killed 26 people, most of them children. And now Newtown, Connecticut is making a move to try and erase reminders of that tragic day. Jason Frazier has the latest.
2 years may have passed since Adam Lanza killed 26 people at Sandy Hook Elementary in Newtown, but the pain felt by many in this community hasn't gone away.
I just remember waking up, hearing the news, and just kind of took me by surprise completely. Like, obviously never thought this would ever happen here.
Even though Sandy Hook Elementary has since been demolished, one reminder of that dark day remains: Adam Lanza's Sandy Hook home. Several months ago, Newtown brought the home for $1, and tonight Newtown's Legislative Council decided the fate of the home.
The recommendation I'm bringing to you is for demolition of that house.
Tonight, one by one, members of the council agreed with the first selectman.
Yes. Mr. Marola?
Aye. The home will be demolished, but it's unclear what will eventually replace the Lanza home. That made some residents we spoke with a bit uneasy.
I feel like there should be further discussion about what to do with the property. Something definitely should be done productive with it. It shouldn't just be left demolished.
It's unclear how much it will cost the town to tear down the Sandy Hook home, but Newtown selectman told the council tonight she expects it will cost about $29,000, which will be covered by insurance through the Sandy Hook Recovery Fund.
It would be better to spend time doing something like putting more resources into rebuilding the school. That would be more of an honor to the kids.
Well, Newtown is also considering putting a limitation on the deed to the property, specifying that the victims' families would get any proceeds from any sale or development of the land. Well, the Lexington Parking Authority is working on a plan to refund money to thousands of drivers mistakenly overcharged. LexPark says parking tickets for thousands of drivers were mistakenly doubled between 2008 and 2012, adding up to nearly $100,000. The Parking Authority confirmed after WKYT started to ask questions about the tickets. LexPark says the plans to refund drivers who were charged.
We have 97% of the addresses and names who we think are the people affected by this, and we're going to send those out and make it, check the box, send it back in, and once we get that back, we'll send them a check along with the voucher for the parking garages.
In addition to the refunded $15 penalty, LexPark says those overcharged will also get a $3 parking garage voucher. Today, Agriculture Commissioner James Comer is set to officially file for the Kentucky governor's race. Comer plans to hold a rally in the Capitol Rotunda starting at 9 this morning. He'll sign his filing forms and then deliver them to the Secretary of State's office. Comer is touting several endorsements, including that of former U.S. Senator Jim Bunning and several state lawmakers. Well, today marks the opening of a new grocery store in town. The Kroger on Euclid Avenue opens up at 8 this morning. And a certain basketball coach will be there to cut the ribbon at the opening ceremony. WKYT's Whitney Wetzel is live from the new Kroger. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, this new Kroger is set to open this morning, and it is supposed to be one of the most unique stores in the country. We got an inside look. Take a look at this video. The 63,000 square foot facility is unlike any other Kroger in the nation. It has a unique architectural design that includes a 125 space rooftop parking deck. The store also has multiple elevators and escalators to get customers to the shopping level from the parking deck. Compared to the old Kroger store that was here before, officials say it has more U-Scan registers, a walk-in beer cave, a Starbucks, and several other specialty departments. Kroger officials say this new store has created over 100 new jobs, employing more than 300 associates. The grand opening of the store is at 8 this morning. Coach John Calipari will be here to cut the ribbon, and also the first 500 customers will receive 2 packages of Simple Truth and Natural Boneless chicken breasts. And like most Krogers, this store will be open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Live in Lexington, Whitney Wetzel, WKYT.
Well, a new study says the planned Ark Encounter theme park in Grant County could bring in several 100,000 visitors in its first year. According to our news partners at the Herald Leader, the life-size Noah's Ark could bring in about 500,000 people, and it would create anywhere between 500 to 700 jobs. Now, these numbers are actually down from projections in 2011 when it was expected to bring in more than 1 million visitors its first year.